Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Same but Different. In today's episode, मैं आपको शाम्भवी से मिलवाऊंगी. Shambhavi and I were together in college और वो मेरे भाई सुव्रत से बहुत बार मिली है. So I thought कि क्यों ना वो ही अपना experience share करे of how she felt when she met Suvrat for the first time.
It was a great meeting. I was very excited to meet him, obviously. He's such a big part of your life. बहुत अच्छा था, बहुत easy, बहुत relaxed encounter था. मैंने obviously बहुत सुना था सुवी के बारे में. I knew what I was going for. I knew what to expect a little bit. But तो भी he was just like a regular child that I met. And over the 2 days that I was in Chandigarh, I think our relationship grew and we became more comfortable with each other. We became closer. And I'm very happy about that. So I'm very proudly saying it. That I think we're friends now, Suvi and I.
Absolutely. It's also great because he does take a lot of time to get comfortable around new people. Tere saath, it happened exceptionally fast. So it's something to be really happy about. We'll talk about that aage. But first let's start with things that you specifically remember. कुछ चीजें जिनको तुझे बहुत अच्छी तरह distinctively याद हैं about Suvrat experience.
One thing was that Suvi is a busy boy. He's got a lot going on. I remember मैं 2 दिन थी वहाँ पे and he had a jam-packed schedule. वो school जा रहा था. He came back. He had his vocational training. He was doing his handicraft. When he was hungry, he used to go to the kitchen and say, I want this, I want this. In his own way, he used to sort of explain what he wanted to eat. Then he would go out and we'd go for a drive or we'd go for, a movie or to the mall. So it was like a regular 18-year-old boy who had his own plan and he was very independent. He had his own thing going on and he was very expressive in his own way. He had his own preferences on food, on music, on what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
And he managed to explain that to us in gestures and in his body language, which was very interesting to see.
I mean, I'm so glad it comes across like that, right? Because it's really not that simple. हम बहुत effort डालते हैं in creating a structure for him, in creating a schedule for him. And even though it looks like he's super independent, trust me, there's someone always watching him, right? It's constant supervision. It's a process जिसमें हम try कर रहे हैं कि वो minimum prompts और minimum help के साथ अपने आप सब कुछ करे. But there's a watch that happens.
I actually remember तूने मुझे बताया था कि for him to learn a skill, he needs to do the same thing every day at the same time in the same manner.
Yeah.
And when I went to their house, I remember seeing little flashcards with little drawings and words written on how to act out a certain thing or how to go about a certain task. Like if he was having a bath, first he had to take off his clothes, next he had to put soap, third he had to wash his body, whatever.
Yeah.
That sort of helped him learn.
Yeah.
That was very interesting for me to see.
Yeah. Have you met someone with a disability before, or was this your first time and your first experience?
This was actually not my first experience with someone with autism. I have a cousin whose son is autistic. And I remember when I met him for the first time, we were very underprepared. We did not know what autism was. Although he's a family member, there was no awareness. We didn't know what to do when he was making certain sounds, or he was getting restless, or he was rocking his body, or flapping his hands. As we interacted with him more, we understood that this is who he is, and this is a part of how he expresses himself. So when I met Suvi, I knew what I was going for. I knew what to expect, and it was totally normal. It was not a big deal.
Let's talk about when Suvrat came to your house.
Yeah.
ठीक है? This is like now a new experience for you guys. Like from our end, we were cautious because it was a new environment for him.
Yeah.
And like I've said in the past, that when a person with especially autism is going into a new environment, they take some time to adapt. But then we were relaxed because we knew that you guys were so accepting. We knew you so well that we knew it will be fine. Yeah. But tell me about your side of the story.
So our side was that her family was in town and there was no question that they had to come home for dinner. And of course, Suvi had to be there. There was no doubt of not having him home. I had met him, so I knew who he was and that he's totally chill. Yeah. But my mom, I remember, was a little apprehensive. She called up your mom and asked कि कुछ बनाना है specifically, नहीं बनाना है, कुछ allergies है, or does he like his food a certain way?
Yeah.
But outside of that, there was no other special arrangement that we had to do. And when he came home, he just sort of became comfortable immediately.
Yeah.
He was playing his music, he was watching TV, he was doing his own thing.
Yeah.
And in fact, it was so normal that it was not even an event. When we were discussing these, my interactions with Suvi, I didn't even remember that being a separate event.
Yeah.
It was just another day, meeting my friend's brother. Not a big deal.
Yeah. I remember that even though we were up late, talking, whatever, Suvrat, after some time, जब वो थक गया था, he went to Shambhavi's room and he took a nap.
Yeah.
And that was a good sign because we realized how relaxed he is in the whole thing. Because otherwise, if he's anxious, he's not able to sleep.
Yeah.
So that was great.
Yeah.
I also want to touch upon when we went to the mall when we were in Chandigarh.
Yeah.
I've talked in my past videos how that's a little stressful for us because there are so many people over there. Was there something that you felt in this case?
It was definitely not stressful. That was not the energy I got at all.
Okay.
I remember we were waiting for her parents to get ready and we were sitting in the car and Suvi was the DJ. He's usually the DJ.
Yeah.
He was playing his Bollywood music and the minute he got a little restless, we took him for a short drive just to calm his nerves a little bit. But generally, the family as a whole was very relaxed when we went to the mall. They were very aware of what was happening. So when they saw that he was getting a little restless, they said, okay, let's move quickly out. Or when he was getting hungry, they would quickly give him something to eat.
Yeah.
So they tackled the situation before a situation arose.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was just a regular family outing.
Yeah.
It didn't feel different in any way.
It's a skill that we've learned over the years by doing the same thing over and over again, that we're so like mindful of what's going to happen next.
Yeah, it showed.
My parents will be very happy.
When you meet a new person, you obviously take some time to get comfortable with them. Especially if you're meeting a person with a disability or a different ability or with autism in this case, allow them some space. Give them some time to be themselves.
Yeah.
Let them express themselves and understand how you feel about it without just jumping in to react to it. Don't react, respond. I was taught this in school and I finally understand what it means. You will form a very meaningful relationship, but it will take time, and give them that space. The second thing also is that families with children with different needs, people take the energy that you give them. So if you are relaxed, your guests will be relaxed. If you are calm, your guests will be calm. If you get hyper, people are going to get hyper because they don't know what to do. So they're trying to understand and learn from you. So you need to lead the way, and which is what her family's done really, really well. They were calm, so I was calm. I think those are the two things to keep in mind.
My only end thoughts to this is that as a family, whether it's a person with special needs, मेरे लिए बहुत important है that when I'm going to someone's house or meeting somebody, that me and my entire family feel welcomed. Right? The minute we get that energy from you, we'll give you everything. Like my brother will give you so much love and affection. The minute he feels welcomed, that you will be surprised and amazed as to how you can find joy in the smallest things. So I know that's a little emotional and cliche, but it's really true because everybody around me who has a connection with Suvrat will agree to this, that it's something really, really special that you don't find otherwise.
Leave your judgments out the door. Form your opinions after you meet the person.
Yeah. Anyway, so this is all for today's episode. अगर आपको कोई भी questions हो किसी भी बारे में, as usual, leave them in the comment box or send me an email and I'll be happy to get back to you. Thanks. दोस्तों, अगर आपको ये वीडियो अच्छा लगा तो प्लीज़ अपने आसपास सबके साथ शेयर कीजिए एंड मेरी हेल्प कीजिए अवेयरनेस बढ़ाने में. Stay tuned and I'll be back with another episode of Same But Different next week.